Me and Marley are out on our morning walk, and we haven't been on this route for a while. It was one of our favourite routes in the winter, and it's starting to get a bit overgrown now in the path. So I've not been down for a while, but so I decided to come this morning. There's so many different ways to walk here, to go for a walk, that kind of spoiled for choice. So we're always doing different walks, and Marley's probably off to try and eat some grass here. It all looks well grown up now. Right, come on Marley. This is the problem with walking Marley on my own, is if I try and make a video, then Marley wants to sniff at things. And obviously it's her walk. This grass, and so you can see how tall it is. It's amazing. That's way up above my head here. Not even pointing at it. And all these beautiful flowers. The wildflowers keep changing, and there's different ones all the time. May has just been the most incredible experience in Bulgaria. It is so unbelievably beautiful here in May. I said these array of wildflowers that just change all the time. You get different ones in different spots. There's a way that we walk quite a lot that's got really lovely ones of these purple things here that Marley's pulling us away. Not letting us look at, Marley. And they're just everywhere, have been for a few weeks now. See signs of some starting to die back. These big yellow ones here. There's more and more butterflies every day. See the yellow and the mauve there. And there's still masses of poppies. Hopefully that will continue for quite a while yet. The poppies are just phenomenal. They're everywhere. There's some over there. Big clouds of them. And the dog roses are all out now. Though when you're trying to clear a bit of land that's been unused for a while, come on Marley, these dog roses are a bit of a nuisance. A bit of a nuisance. There was lots of them on our land, and you know, I had the job of chopping them all down and controlling them, and we had a real battle. Oh, I wonder what these are. So you see all these new ones coming up all the time. Because it's my first year, I'm like, oh, I wonder what that's going to be. Where are the purple ones over there? Oh, there's some really nice purple sort of star ones there. That's a new one that's just appearing. I've seen these growing up. So that's the first ones I've seen with the flowers out. Loads of thistles in places, giant thistles. Everything's very purple now, so you know, you seem to get different colour times. Here when things are white and yellow. There's a couple of ladybirds there. There's always like cool insects and birds to see, and the jackals to hear. And flowers and butterflies and bees, and you just walk along, there's just butterflies just fluttering around you constantly. See them all rising up from the grass around me here. Oh, a little bit of a mating dance going on there, I think. We've got yesterday there was one of the sparrows was at the feeder outside my window with two fledglings, and she was showing the ropes and showing them where to get food from the feeder, which was amazing. And then while that was going on, there was another two sparrows having their second mating season of the year, ready to start raising another brood of chicks. So their fledglings had already... Oh, who's this we've got here? The birds couple of larks there, probably crested ones. There's a lot of the crested ones around here. And just hang a second, Miley. I'll zoom forward, see if we can see them better. They're so hard to see. Very well disguised. There's loads of them. Still got some cornflowers going. And these flowers have just come up in the past few days. Oh, Miley's trying to pull me in the other direction. And I know I should know what they're called, but I don't. But there's pink ones here. I've only seen white ones elsewhere in the village so far. There's some down there. I mean, it really is like, you know, Levka has a, you know, said there's lots of like interesting archaeological stuff around here, and you know, it's a bird preserve, and there's the Falcon introduction scheme and things, but it's, you know, primarily it's a rural stop, and this is the thing I love about it most. It's just, it's so pretty, and there's an endless amount of country walks here, and they're endlessly beautiful, and each walk has a slightly different collection of animals, of birds, of, you know, wildflowers. Just varies a little bit. Oh, there we go. That's new, I've not seen those elsewhere. See, we're out in the moory bit here, so you get some different flowers than in the village itself. Less roses here, and smaller flowers on them so far. The wild rose, I see a pink one over there. There's so many wild rose bushes in the village that they're just covered, you know, they're absolutely covered in blossom, and huge big ones as well. Really pretty. Miley's found something really interesting to have a sniff at there, so she thinks. And 2 days ago I managed to get over the stepping stones for the first time since early January. When me and Jay first came here, we used to go over at the ford where the stepping stones are for walks all the time. But then the water's been too high for months. And May, everybody keeps telling me, is a month that normally there's a lot of rain. You know, which is good. It's good for growing. You get plenty of water, which helps everything to grow. And I would say this month we've had 2 days of proper rain, really, and a couple of other days where there's been on-off showers. So it's really dry, so the water level is going down in the river. It apparently dries up for 2-3 months every year, and occasionally there's droughts, you know, that affect the actual water supply, the mains water supply as well. Because it is a hot country where obviously things are very different from the north and the south. Well, not obviously, but yeah, as I tell people, that's why I'm saying obviously, because I'm repeating myself. There's a lot of different climate ranges in Bulgaria. We've got 2 mountain ranges that cross the country, and that really affects the climate. And then we've got the sea coast, and our sea coast is also bordered by Romania, Turkey, Georgia and Russia. So it's lovely going to the sea here, you know, and you're staring out across the sea and going, oh right, Russia's there and Turkey's there, and really fab, beautiful purple sort of lupiny type flowers there. If anybody's watching this and knows what any of these flowers are that I don't know the names of, then do feel free to jump in and tell me. It's a little common blue butterfly. I absolutely love them. There's so many of them. And like, just my favourite butterfly. It's such a pretty colour. I even prefer them over the swallowtails. The swallowtails are amazing, but, and we get lots of what in Britain they call scarce swallowtails, but they've got a few different names, and I prefer the sail swallowtail because it really describes them. They're very common in a lot of places in Europe, but scarce in Britain, hence why they're called that there. And we're coming down now. That's really good. It was nowhere near as bad as I thought. The path might be really overgrown, but it's been fine really, a bit overgrown. You've always got to think about ticks, you know, when you're in a countryside location. I mean, even in Scotland, if you're out in the country, you know, you need to be aware of ticks in the summer. It's really easy to pick one up anywhere that's grazed or has been grazed by animals. And with the heat, there's much more of them here even. But if you use something like smidge, you know, you can just use DEET if you want. I like using smidge. It's a non-DEET. There's another one that uses the same ingredient as smidge, but you can check out the smidge website. It's we bring it from Scotland because we've always used it. It's really good for the midges, and it also does mosquitoes and ticks. And you can just bung some on the bottoms of your legs, you know, all the bits that the ticks might reach if you're wearing shorts like me, because it's hot. And then you won't get any nasty ticks. You might get the odd one, but pretty rare. Always tick check when you get home. There's a lovely horse there. Hello, my beauty, you're gorgeous. There's a lot of people in the village have horse and carts still, so there's always horses around. And one of the horses has a foal at the moment, so there's one of the ones down by the river. Right, Miley, you're pushing me into the long grass, mate. Right. Go watch her, she takes over, you know. And it's because I'm not paying attention because I'm doing this video. So we're nearly down to the river now. And I'll probably go when we get to the stepping stones, because trying to video and hold on to Marley and get across, I'll probably fall in some poppies still. This is the bit I thought it would be really thick here, and it is, because you know, that's the pasture around that old house. I think it'd be a beautiful one to buy this, but it's a total reconstruction job or rebuild. You can rebuild on the automatically rebuild within the footprint of the house that's already there, but this is on this side of the river. It's the last house in the village, and well, you see what's next to it, and that land, all that land around it, will be belong to it. Probably about 1/4 of an acre. There's usually sometimes smaller in different places that are more built up. These flowers are everywhere, and there's just these huge clumps of them. And this is more the typical rose bush we're getting. We've stopped here because Marley's found something very interesting to sniff at. But yeah, I love this spot. think I've said that before. I'll probably say it every time I make a video down here. I love this spot. It's my favourite spot in the village. Apart from our house, of course. But it's just gorgeous. It's just right on the edge. Nobody seems to use the land around there. I know there's a horse, but basically in Bulgaria, if there's an empty property and it's not fenced, then people just use it for grazing. Which is really great for the animals because they get lots of constantly grazing. You know, they just moved from one spot to the other. But it does mean you get more ticks because there's animals grazing everywhere. And that's into the village here. This first house is an old lady in, and then the next house is a English couple living who've been here for a long time. They're sort of farming stock and lived in Turkey for many years before they came here. And they've been here, I think, about 12 years. So, you know, they work with animals and do a little bit of farming. And here we are at the stepping stones. Now, well, we have a laugh and see if I fall in trying to get over. I need to switch hands and put Marley onto this one. Okay, still soon we'll be able to get out here without stepping in any water. And it's a bit of a Marley has her drink. She loves liver water. I'm not that keen on her drinking liver water because you never know. You know, if there's a dead animal upstream, it's going to upset her stomach. But she's not had an upset. Ooh, my stone's wobbling. She's not had an upset stomach from the water in Levka so far. Yeah, I'm not across yet, Marley. And you see, oh, the mint here, growing next to the stepping stone. There's a bit sticking out of the water there. Loads of mint by the riverside. And there we go. Somebody's dumped a couple of things here. Not great. You occasionally get that. Things just being dumped. And the estate agent, we call him an estate agent, it's our agent, Joe, and they kind of work for you. His wife, girlfriend, partner, fiance, that's the term, doesn't matter, it's the same difference. His family, they're kind of organising people getting together in a few different villages and doing litter picks, which is great. I missed the last one, but the next one's going to be in Levka, so that'll be cool. So anyway, that's, as you can see, us into the village now. And thank you for joining me on our walk. I hope you're still with me and you've enjoyed it. And if you can ever get to Levka, come visit us and do it yourself. It's really pretty. So from me and Marley, we'll catch you next time. Bye.